Today I was organizing my closet and was thinking of some of the trends that we all indulged in for the year 2024. For the year 2025, I think these are the trends that we need to absolutely leave behind. I've compiled a list here, so I'm going to share them with you guys for today's video. Welcome back to the channel, guys. It's Tomas sharing all my thoughts on fashion, lifestyle, and anything else that comes to mind. I'm here every single Wednesday with some surprise uploads on Sundays, so make sure you turn on the bell so you're notified every time I upload. And I actually did do a surprise upload last Sunday, so sometimes I actually do what I say I'm gonna do. But yeah, there's a lot of bits in today's video. I'm gonna be talking about some 2025 trends that I think we absolutely need to leave behind. I have a little bit of a unboxing for you guys, and I think we have some like other bits in the other end of the video. So let's just jump right into it because there's absolutely no time to waste. So I have here the 7 trends that we're going to be leaving behind in 2025. Number 1 would be the loose baggy jeans. Now I have been kind of like a proponent in all my social media career of the loose baggy jeans. The number 1 piece that comes to mind would be the Astro weekday jeans, which I absolutely love. I mean, I literally bought a pair and have worn them. There was a summer in like 2022 or 2023 where I literally wore them every single day. And I feel like with baggy jeans, it's kind of like the TikTokification of a baggy jean. We saw them with the Acne ones. I forget what they were called, but Acne made so many different styles of the loose baggy jean. All of these trends kind of have like a little path to each other, so I'm going to explain them more as we go into the video. But as we go into a more, I think, whether you like it or not, I personally don't love it, a more conservative kind of way of dressing, I think the loose baggy jean is going to be out of trend. I think now we're going for a more slimmer style. I'm not talking about a skinny jean. A skinny jean is still crazy. We are not doing a skinny jean, but a more like slimmer on the leg kind of vibe. Doesn't have to be super baggy, doesn't have to be super loose. So I mean, I haven't worn my Astro weekday jeans in a really long time. I can't remember the last time I wore them, if I'm being really honest with you guys, but I still do really like them. I mean, it's more of like a club style, like I'm going out for like a dinner, or if I'm gonna go out dancing, then I'm probably gonna wear the baggy jeans just because I think it kind of goes with the whole aesthetic. As we move into more conservative aesthetic in terms of life and dressing, I think the baggy jean is the number 1 item that I just think we are not going to be doing in 2025. Number 2 is trompe l'oeil product. So I don't speak French, so I don't know if I'm saying that. Trompe l'oeil. So if you guys know what that is, it's basically like a twist of the mind. It's basically when a product, like a t-shirt has like a design that makes it seem like it's 3D, but it's actually not. I don't know if I'm explaining that correctly, but basically trompe l'oeil is, if you've seen those Acne Studio distressed jeans that kind of have like the belts on them, or even like the little trinkets on the front of them, or actually Prada did a style for spring 2025 where their leggings actually had like a belt on them attached. So that's kind of like a trompe l'oeil kind of style. But I've been seeing a lot of this lately in fashion for especially 2024. And I just think, as again, we're going into a more serious aspect of life, whether you like it or not. And I just think this kind of like fun aspect of fashion is going to be dissipating a little bit. I don't necessarily like it. I think I still want to keep that kind of fun aspect with fashion. I think this is one of those main trends that we're going to start seeing decrease a little bit in all the categories, especially like jeans. I know Acne Studios and Prada have been doing those styles, and I think we're just going to be moving towards a more authentic and like a more like real fabric. So like the denim is the denim that you get. You know what I mean? Like there doesn't need to be any kind of like trinkets or like surprises in the product that you're buying. Is what you see is what you get. Number 4 is chunky sneakers. I know what you guys are all thinking, those like huge Balenciaga sneakers that they've just come out with. I forget what they're called, but they're like absolutely huge. I think they're called like the extra large or whatever. Personally, I used to have a pair of Balenciaga triple S's, and that was the style back then. Very Kendall Jenner, like that was like the vibe back then. Like in 2020, chunky sneakers were all the rage. Basically, every luxury brand was doing them. Prada, Miu Miu, Bottega, like every single brand was doing the chunky sneaker. And I think Balenciaga is, if we're being honest, like the one to thank for the chunky sneaker, the triple S. The other ones that I also had, the track sneakers. I also had a pair of track sneakers as well. I used to love those. Right now, if you are a luxury consumer or you just like luxury fashion, you can see that all of the shoes right now are really flat. Miu Miu and Prada just did a really cool sneakers type vibe, and it also comes in like a loafer. So Miu Miu did the loafer, Prada did the sneaker, and it's reminiscent of those like penny loafers, penny sneakers from like 20 years where they're bendable and they're just super flat. And I mean, ooh, I do have, shoot, I don't have them here with me, but I recently bought a pair of the Adidas Tokyo, and those are probably some of the flattest sneakers that I own, and I do like them, and I feel like they're really cool to style with. Right now, in terms of designer and luxury sneakers, the chunkiness is like it's done. We're not doing that anymore. It's more of a sleek, flatter style that we're gonna be seeing. I mean, I think trends just come back around anyways. So in like 7 years, we're all gonna be wearing chunky sneakers again, anyways. But for this year, I think we're gonna be leaning towards a more flatter shoe style. This is like a big one, actually. I have like a lot of notes on this, but number 5 would be core aesthetics. So like cottage core, like nurse core, like all these mother effing cores. Like I think we're just done with it. I think there's a fine line between being involved in like a sub community group. Like if you're a real emo, if you've been a real emo for like 10 years, I think you're gonna continue to be emo. If you're like, I don't know, if you're goth, I don't know. I actually see like a lot of goth people on the streets, even now, to be honest. So if you've been about that life, then I feel like you're gonna stay being goth. Like have you guys seen that meme that's like I think it's like when a real gay comes to like, I don't know, I'm gonna put it on the screen, but this is what it's giving. I feel like a lot of social media in 2024 and 2023 was about kind of trying to find a community that you were trying to belong to. And it was just all these random chords. Like for the upcoming year, we're just gonna be moving into more like individuality that doesn't need to like belong to a certain subgroup. Like you don't need to be like a mermaid or you don't need to be anything else. You can just be yourself, and if your style kind of like dips into gothism or emo or eclecticism, like those people that wear like a bunch of bright colors on like a regular Tuesday, then that's fine. But I just think like the trend of trying to like mob wise was like last February, and then by March we just had like a whole other trend like cottage core, and then by June we have some other core. I think we're just going to be like not focusing so much on like specific trends for the upcoming year. We're just going to be doing us. We're going to be doing what we want to do, and it's fine if our style dips into these particular subgroups, but I think we're just focusing on more like individual style this year. Okay, number 5. This is like a personal vendetta. I personally put this in because I absolutely hate it, but I think like animal prints, especially leopard, I absolutely hate. I've talked about this so many times, but like the leopard print skirts, you guys, that we were doing in the fall 2024. No, please, I can't. I feel like it's like also every winter where like leopard is coming back, and it's like I see leopard every single season, and I'm almost 30. And every single I see a leopard sweater, I see leopard skirts, I see leopard pumps. We're pushing it, you guys. I just can't. I really cannot with the leopard. Like it's so bad. I don't even know what it is. Like snake skin. I'm like, I feel like we're pushing up the snake skin. This like texture on clothes, I absolutely hate it. I don't know if maybe it's because it like creeps me out or something. I don't know. I really, really don't like it. But leopard is the number one offender. I'm sorry. We gotta ditch the leopard. I really can't. Like, I get that it's cute and I get that it's like fun and flirty and sassy, but I just no, no. Down with the leopard. Down with the leopard for the year 2025. Number 6 is quiet luxury. In now, this is I have a lot of notes on this as well, but I think the trend of quiet luxury was also kind of subliminal to a core. You know, like oh, like I would even like wear an outfit and I would text my friends. I'm like, oh my god, this is so like quiet luxury. We're gonna move away towards like less emphasis on buying the Row or Bottega just because they scream minimalism, and just more focus on buying well-made product, whether that's in whatever price range that you live on, whether that's from Uniqlo, Zara, the Row, Hermes, like these Loro Piana that's considered the highest amount of like good quality clothing. Just gonna be focused on buying product that is just really well made. And I think that was kind of like a gray, fuzzy line between quiet luxury and just having really great made product, because the Row, for example, is probably the most like recognizable in terms of quiet luxury, but also the product is, if I'm being really honest, I have a few of the Row pieces. The product is in generally just really well made. Great quality, worth the price. And I don't know, sometimes the prices do get like a little bit out there, but I think just like the overall like look of like quiet luxury isn't a look. I think it was just like we were trying to kind of put a place or put like a name on a way of dressing that was like easily digestible. And I mean, people who have worn Laura Piana for years are still going to continue to wear Laura Piana for years. Same with Celine, the Roe, Bottega brands, all these brands that are considered minimalism. Another way that you can be successful at not necessarily having to just buy stuff is obviously if you are really in tune with your personal style. I mean, that's like a whole other topic for like a whole other video, but I feel like quiet luxury and personal style were kind of like at war in the year 2024 just because I saw a lot of these eclectic creators kind of like trying to dress more minimalism and it just wasn't them. And I think if you dress minimalism already, then I think you were like, oh, like I'm already in the quiet luxury trends. But anyways, quiet luxury for the year 2025, we're not doing it. We're just focusing on buying better and well-made product in whatever price range you are comfortable with. And then I see this last trend that we're leaving behind that I actually don't necessarily believe in, and it is colorful fashion. As I mentioned at the start of me filming this video, is that, with the whole, I guess, political landscape we're in, everything is becoming more conservative. Like, even I see like a lot of people just like drinking less in general and just like going out less and like I don't know, we're just becoming a little bit more conservative, which I mean, I'm not a judger. You can do whatever you like. I will also do whatever you like, but I'm a person that likes to have fun and I like to go out and I like to wear bright colors on occasion. Also the light. Oh my god. The sun is like I need to wrap it up because the sun is like literally about to like run away. So if you see the light decreasing, I'm really sorry about that. We're seeing the culture shift move more into like a more conservative aesthetic, and I don't necessarily agree. I think we can also just keep a little bit more of like the fun and fashion, wearing bright colors, or whether I have like a lot of sweaters that I haven't worn in a while that are just really bright. I have this like pink Marni Mohair sweater that I actually wore a few weeks ago, and I hadn't brought it out in such a long time, but then I brought it out. I put it on and I wore it to work, and I was like, oh my god, like this feels like a warm hug. This like a super bright pink sweater that I usually don't wear a lot because now I'm wearing a lot of darker colors, especially in the winter. It felt like very normal to me, and I think we just need to kind of, if you want to dress a little bit more conservative, that is on you, but also I think we shouldn't feel the pressure to, because all the shifts in our culture are becoming a little bit more conservative, doesn't mean that our outfits have to. So that is a trend that I'm kind of like, I don't necessarily agree, but it's definitely something that I'm seeing in the fashion landscape, and especially with these influencers and these content creators. Even I follow a big fashion influencer, and I can already see her style becoming a little bit more minimal just with like the culture shift. I think that's something that you can just take into yourself and like judge whether that's what you need to do for you, or just keep it bright. If you have like yellow sweaters or like purple coats, continue to wear them. I think it's like such a vibe. But yeah, those are the 7 trends that we are going to be leaving behind in 2025, with one that I don't necessarily agree, but some of you guys might agree. The lighting is getting dark, so I'm going to love you and leave you for this part of the video. And I think next we are going to be doing an unboxing. Let's move on to my latest pickups. Okay, we are back. I'm just going to do a small little unboxing of the 2 latest pickups that I have recently gotten in like the last 2 weeks or so. Starting off with a new pair of shoes. So you guys know that like I have like over 60 pairs of shoes. So I'm kind of on like a shoe ban for like the rest of my life, to be honest, just because I have so many shoes. And I actually only bought, I think, maybe like 2 pairs of shoes in 2024, and one of them was an Adidas, so it doesn't like really count. No, I bought 2 pairs of Adidas, and then my only like designer shoe, I think, was those like Miu Miu suede boots that I have. If you've been watching this channel, then you know which ones I'm talking about. I bought another pair of shoes on the very last day of 2024. So I'm still like 0 for 0 on designer shoes for 2025, but it is these Loewe kind of Vans like shoes. So the reason I really like these is because they are quite literally just modeled after Vans. If you guys were like emo in high school, or you guys were like skater boys, in high school, you were either emo or you were a skater boy. There was like nothing in between, or like a drama kid. These look exactly like Vans, which is why I love them. I love that Loewe does this kind of like ironic, like trying to be funny kind of vibe that they do with like a lot of their shoes. So they even have like the classic Vans kind of like slip thing on here, but instead of Vans, it says Loewe. Take a shot every single time I say Vans. I love these. They're in a suede, and they have a little bit of a platform, which I like because they give me like kind of height, which I kind of need because I'm like not 6 feet tall. I love these, super comfortable. They have like a squishy insole in them. I did wear them for a very, very long time a few days ago. And it does feel like you're wearing shoes after 8 hours, which is totally understandable because I mean, I feel like no designer shoe is ever going to be like really that comfortable. But I absolutely love these. I think they're just so sick. And I'm really excited in the summer to wear these with like shorts and maybe even like suits. I think it's gonna look really cool. It's kind of that like ironic look, which I really like, which I also try not to like buy too much into because like if I'm being ironic, am I really being stylish? I don't know. I kind of have that like push and pull between the irony of fashion versus like actually just liking the pieces that I'm buying. And I do, don't get me wrong, I love these, but a big reason I bought these was to kind of be like ironic. I don't know. I don't know if you guys, if I'm making sense of what I'm saying, but if you guys get it, you got it. And yeah, but that's just 2024. It's like not even including in this year. So it doesn't even count, you know? And the second small little pickup, which you've seen, I think maybe in last week's or the previous week's video, is the Plissé pleat shorts. So I recently got these. There is a rule that I follow that like you should always buy summer clothes in the winter and winter clothes in the summer because it's always cheaper. I got these for so cheap, you guys. Like you would actually be like, whoa. I got these so cheap. When I had the opportunity to buy these for that cheap, I was just like, I can't say no, even though it's winter right now, and like I'm not gonna wear them for like a long, long time. It's good to just buy summer stuff maybe in the winter because I mean eventually you're gonna get a lot of wear out of them. So I'm really excited for winter. I'm really excited for summer now because these shorts are just gonna look great. They even look great with these sneakers, which I really like, and there's just like endless, endless styling opportunities with these, and I just like love them, especially with like an oversized button down and like a blazer. With these sneakers, it's gonna look like such. I feel like it's gonna be like such a vibe. I really like it. Yeah, that was my little segment of the small pickups that I have recently gone in like the last 2 weeks. We're in 2025 now. We are in like money saving mode, especially I've somehow gotten myself into I think like 2 to 3 trips this year. So we just need to just like I think we need to hunker down and maybe like stop shopping and also start saving for these trips because these are also kind of like milestone trips. I have a wedding all the way in London way in like September, so I have to start planning for that. And then I have another trip, and then I think I have a trip in maybe like May or April or whatever. Also, you guys, I don't know what should I do. So I had a guest invited to this wedding, and no, we are no longer friends anymore. And like the name is still on the wedding. So what should I do? Should I take the name off and just go by myself, or keep it and then just hope that someone will go with me? I don't know. What would you guys do in this situation? It's like a funny situation a little bit. I have to laugh. You gotta laugh to keep from crying. But anyways, I think that's just like funny. What would you guys do? Anyways, those are my 2 little pickups. Super small, nothing that exciting, nothing to make like a whole video on. Not that important, but yeah, let me know what you guys think of the sneakers and the shorts, and let's get on with the rest of the video. Sorry, I've been editing this video and I realized I didn't finish the video. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. It's kind of like a little bit different. I tried to merge 2 topics together, so let me know what you guys think of the overall vibe. I feel like this is kind of like the more direction I want to go into, where I can talk about a lot of different topics at the same time. So please do let me know what you think. This outro is so unprofessional, but thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you guys are liking and subscribing to the channel. Thank you so much, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace. I only have one hand out right now, so I can only do one peace sign. So yeah, peace.